today's the day I go back to work after maternity leave. Hi everyone, so as you know, I have been on maternity leave because I had my son Luke in November. He was due 21st of November, but he came on the 13th of November 2021. I worked up until the October. I was supposed to go on annual leave kind of mid-October, but I actually was off work from the start of October due to like being ill and I couldn't walk and stuff like that. And as a support worker, kind of being able to walk is kind of one of the things you kind of need to be able to do when you're going out for walks and doing personal care and stuff like that. So yeah, so it's now July. So I thought as I was going back to work, I would kind of vlog how I was feeling and stuff like that. So here is me going back to work and how I was feeling. Don't mind Luke, where's Luke? Luke's down there. Down there, watching Hey Bear. So today's the day I go back to work. I have been off since start of October, which was unexpected. I actually went on maternity leave earlier because I got really ill towards the end of my pregnancy and I couldn't walk and stuff like that. Like literally I had to ice my feet every day at the end of the pregnancy, so I couldn't work. So my maternity leave was very unexpected. I didn't get to say bye to everyone. I kind of left, like literally left a shift, done training, and then never returned back, if that makes sense. So I'm really anxious about going back. It's been a while, so I thought I would kind of go through how I'm feeling, how it goes and stuff, and maybe it'll help other mums. Luke is only 7 months old. Look, I'm glued to Hey Bear. He's only 7 months old, so it's earlier than I expected as well. So yeah. So as Luke is now having a nap, I can pack what I need to take to work. But my mind is blank on what do I need to take. Food, something to drink. I think that's it. But I actually don't know. Also, I've not actually used a handbag since Luke was born. Bye-bye. No! Don't bark when Mama's saying bye. Okay, so I'm parked outside my work and I actually felt sick on the way. Like I actually feel physically sick, which is stupid because I've been working in my job for 7 years. 7 years. It's just been so long, so we'll see how things go. So, contact day is done. Got my shifts for next week. So we'll see how a proper shift goes. I can't even thingy my seatbelt. But no, it was bizarre being back. Nothing has changed. Even my charger was in the same charging slot that I left it in. But yeah, it was nice to be back. But I'm wondering how a shift will go when I'm there longer. So hopefully everything goes okay. So I have my second shift back. Like this is an actual proper shift. So it's like 3 till 10 at night. So back shift obviously. And yeah, it's gonna be weird. I don't think I've ever been away from Luke that long. No, I don't think I ever have been away from Luke that long. So oh god, and I probably need to actually put some makeup on before I go to work. But yeah, I felt fine this morning, felt fine last night. Now it's got to about an hour before I leave and yeah, I'm starting to feel very anxious. Bye-bye. More interested in baby with. He's more interested. So I've done a few shifts at work now, and actually going back, yeah, I felt sick. I felt very anxious. I felt very emotional. All to be expected. Ask anyone who's gone back to work after having a child, mum or dad, how they're feeling, and it's difficult, and especially for the mum who's been on maternity leave and stuff like that. In the UK, men are only entitled to 2 weeks paternity leave, which I think is absolutely shocking. Especially if the mum's been through a difficult birth and stuff like that, she'll obviously need more support than just 2 weeks with her partner. But yeah, ask anyone, and it's emotional, and it's difficult. But for me, I went back 16 hours a week, and I mean, that's 2 shifts, so that's not too bad. I mean, going back full time, I think will take me a while to get back to that. Luke's only 7, nearly 8 months. But yeah, it wasn't as horrific as I had in my head. Like in my head during maternity leave, I was like, this is going to be absolute horrendous. One thing I will say about obviously going back to work, the first time I went, Luke did scream. He was screaming as I walked out the door, absolute screaming. The second time, he was fine. He was just very unsettled in general that evening, and he was asleep when I got back from work, obviously. So then when he woke up the next morning, he was very crying. I don't know if that was from obviously not seeing me, or if he was just like that in general. But yeah, it'll take him some time to get used to it. And one thing I will say, obviously, I'm very lucky that I have a supportive partner. That sounds really bad, but I have a partner who is very much involved in obviously looking after his child. And one thing I did get asked quite a lot at work is like, so who's looking after Luke? And I'm like, well, his dad, like my husband, his dad. And one thing that surprised me is being asked, is he okay with that? Luke is his child just as much as he's my child. So yeah, that's all I'm saying on it. But I'm very lucky that I have a job that is very flexible and is totally accommodating to obviously me having a child now, and is like, no, what shifts work for you? What works that, you know, you got childcare in place, or that Mikey's not at work or uni and stuff like that. So I'm very, very lucky in that aspect. But there's a few things that I think would have made it easier for me personally, and this is just in my experience, obviously everyone's different. What would have made things easier for me would have been having contact days with work, and even if it's just going in and saying hello or meeting up or something, just, or even just video calls, like updates of what's going on, so I wasn't feeling as out of the loop, because I felt completely out of the loop. One thing that my work has done, which really helped me, obviously, I'm a support worker, so obviously this will only be really relevant to my kind of job, was going back into shadowing. So doing shadow shifts where obviously another member of staff is supporting the person and I'm kind of there watching, and, you know, to get back into the groove of things. That really did help. But yeah, I think contact days would have really helped. If I had have been able to be involved in a team meeting, I was invited to a team meeting, but I couldn't because I was taking Luke to hospital. But I mean, if I had been able to do that, it would have made things a bit easier. Or, you know, stuff like that. But in my head, I had made things so much worse than what they actually were, is what I'm going to say. So yeah, lesson learned there. So yeah, it wasn't as horrific as I had in my head.